This episode of the Gamerheads Podcast is brought to you by Seven Bridges Premium Gourmet Yum Yum Sauce. Enhance every bite with our savory blends of flavors, perfect for meats, vegetables, and crispy treats. Whether you're dipping, drizzling, marinating, grilling, roasting, or snacking, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce takes your culinary experience to the next level. Get yours today and make every meal a gourmet delight.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Megacat Studios.
Hey, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite, Screen Snark, and the Fun and Games podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bunte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
What's good, y'all? This is Adam from Respawn Aim Fire.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi everyone, Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hello, this is the Crypt Master, and you're listening to Roger You're listening to Roger on the Gamerheads Podcast.
And welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. Along with me this week are my good friends and co-hosts. We have the CEO and president of Gamerheads, Phil. Welcome to the show.
Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit.
No.
Didn't know there were guns on this show either.
Yeah,
thanks for having me.
Yeah. Wow, you sound really excited. Thanks for having me.
I confused myself, all right?
All right. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Phil. Thank you.
Run like hell.
Wow. And then, of course, we have our good friend and co-host. We have Mike.
I am also glad that Phil is here. Hi, Phil.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Mike.
Oh, that's very nice. And then a new member of the Gamerheads family. We have
Wait a minute.
friend.
Which one of us reproduced?
I mean, I did, but I mean, that's not my daughter.
We can't have two adopted people on this show.
Oh, that's true.
It takes away my specialness.
Although I mean, anyway. Hi, Trina. Welcome to the show.
Hi. This interesting welcome I've got so far.
I'm sorry. But you know, it's funny. We were talking about this generational gaps. You know, honestly, I could be your dad.
No, don't even go there.
That's how old I am.
Hold on for a second. Are you apologizing for my jackassery 1 minute and 20 seconds into an episode?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm apologizing for all of our jackasseries in this episode.
I don't think I said anything. So
that's true.
Yeah, what did I do? All I said was I'm happy that Phil is here.
I'm sorry, listeners. I'm sorry for the jackassery.
That should just be a disclaimer, like the tagline underneath the show.
No, it has an E.
Podcast. Sorry for the jackassery.
it has an E.
Phil's still here. He hasn't quit yet.
You should tell people, like, listen, I don't know what you're expecting, but it's not top tier. I'll tell you that. Anyway, welcome to the show, Trina.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So before we get into everything, why don't you tell us about yourself? First of all, what is your first? I guess let's just start by like gaming stuff. What's your first game you ever played? And what is your favorite game you ever played?
So the first game I ever played, and it's kind of random, but I watched a YouTuber play Oxygen Not Included, and I was not a gamer, and I really, really, really wanted to play it, and I stole my now ex, but I stole his computer, and I played it for like many, many hours into the night. That was the first game. Is that why he's your ex?
Because he didn't like
yeah, because he didn't want me to play his computer anymore. No, yeah. I eventually got my own laptop, but like I played that game like so hard because it was like continuous replayability. So I just kept like replaying and building my colony different each time, which was really fun. So
I don't even know this game.
I don't know what any of those words just meant.
Oh, it's such a fun game. It's like, so it's a little like you get colony, and you get to like name them different things, and they come with different skills, and some of the skills are not very good. And you are in space, and you have to like dig and like build your colony, and it gets really complex because I played it back when it like first came out, so they didn't have as much, but now they have way more in it, and there's like plumbing and electrical and automation and all of this stuff. And like I had this whole like system with my bathroom where like the waste would then get purified and then go back up, and then they could reuse it, and like I never had to refill the water. And
I'll never live in your colony. Never. It sounds terrible.
Purified. It was fine.
Okay, yeah. That was your first game.
Yes.
And so what's your favorite game?
My favorite game, and I haven't been playing it as much lately just because of drama and politics of all of the things that are going on with the company right now, but my favorite game is Destiny 2. So, I know all the guys can see my background, but I have tons of Destiny figurines and plushies and stuff behind me. So Destiny is my true love, and I have played way too many hours of that game.
I beat that game. Did you know that?
Oh, you can beat it. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. When you
You just got called out on your bullshit right away, Roger.
Yeah.
That did not take long at all.
No, I did. There's
Did
like
you
a boss.
beat the witness? You finished it, huh?
Well, I mean, there was this guy who was like underneath this big circle thing, and I shot him and killed him, and I won. It said like that's when the game first came out.
Oh,
he was like the final boss. He was.
Are you talking about like Destiny 1?
No,
this is
Destiny
Destiny 2.
Are you sure you haven't? You're not talking about like Contra or something? Maybe you got
yes, I'm talking about Contra. No, it was like the not tutorial, but it was like the beginning mission.
The opening
like,
mission.
Yeah, the opening mission. Yeah, that's my joke. Sorry, it wasn't very funny.
We tried getting back into Destiny. That's the problem with Destiny is like if you step away for like a month, then you turn it back on. You're like, what?
What's going on here?
What's
like
happening?
I got warped to a different planet. I have no idea what am I doing here. How
now all
did I
these planets are gone, and
wait, what? Yeah, last time I was in like this European city kind of thing, and now I'm on like this. Okay, well, I wasn't there last time I played. Is what?
Does Xur still show up?
Oh,
Xur's still there, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Xur is like around every weekend, and now he officially lives in the tower, so you don't have to go and find him.
I have no idea what that is.
He's the guy that sells the exotic weapons.
Yeah, exotic weapons, and he's
Oh.
got. He now sells
You know
like
that, Phil.
different catalysts, and there's an exotic class item you can get from him now and stuff too.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay. I mean, I knew Cade.
yeah, that's a tough spot for the Destiny community.
I thought he came back. Didn't he come back?
Well, he came back. I'm not going to say anything more because it's spoilers if you haven't played the most recent expansion. So,
Wow. So that's what I'm all about. Like, I just go to Destiny fans and be like, "Hey, let's talk about Cade," and just get them so angry and riled up, and then I just slowly walk backwards as they're all arguing amongst themselves. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Nerd equivalent of starting a bar fight.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Cade 6 sucks.
And then you stream as well, Trina. I mean, I know you haven't recently, but you do stream. You do stream quite often. I mean,
well, not anymore, but I do stream. Yeah.
And you review games for Gamerheads.
Mm-hmm.
And your last game, what was the last game you reviewed? It was like a Frog Refugee, right?
Yeah, Frog Refugee. You basically rebuild the wetlands and collect frogs, and I don't know, it was really cute. So
cool.
Sounds like shit I do when I'm high.
Like
do you
in
breed
real life?
frogs too?
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll talk more about PAX later on, but Trina and I are going to PAX as well, so we'll talk a little bit about that. Trina's done a really fantastic job organizing all the games. We'll talk more about that too. Yes, Mike?
I have two questions. Number one, when is PAX?
When or what?
When? Yes. I know what PAX is. I'm on a video game podcast.
I don't know what PAX is, and I've been on a video game podcast for 5 years now.
Yeah, that's true. So when is it? It is at the end of August. So
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. And you had another question. Yes, Mike.
I have
Labor
another
Day?
question. Yes. What's Labor Day? Does Trina know what is expected of her through myself? what I expect her to do while at PAX?
I am concerned.
Don't be.
Yeah.
Mike's harmless.
My expectation.
No. We'll talk. What is your expectation? Oh no.
You know what your expectations
I
are,
do
right?
know.
I give you the exact same expectations.
Yeah. It's all about swag, Trina.
It's all about the swag. You got to gather
swag.
as much swag as you possibly can.
Well, I already planned on doing that.
Like bring an overcoat with a bunch of pockets on the inside and just start loading them up with swag.
So I gotta make sure I don't wear the pants that don't have pockets. Got it.
Yeah.
Pants.
Yeah.
Swag.
Not
You're
even
the
gonna
smartest
get into
person we've
the-
ever had on this show. That includes us two.
I'm not even gonna get into the
Shit,
whole
us
like
three, I can't
females
even
have
count.
fake pockets in their pants thing. It's so annoying.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah, my wife actually complains about that all the time.
My girlfriend once bought me a pair of pants at a garage sale saying, hey, you'd really like these pants. And I was like, awesome. So I put on this pair of jeans and I go to put something in my pocket. And I'm like, why can I only get up to my second knuckle in these pockets? And then I paused and I was like, these are women's pants. I can't wear these. I mean, I can, but I can't even put my keys in my pocket. This is bullshit. So I've never worn. Yeah, I feel your guys' pain. Like, as soon as that happened to me, I understood the entire trials and tribulations of the female.
This is why we love pockets.
I get
Dresses,
it.
pockets, sold.
There's a reason I wear like cargo shorts and like Dickies pants because they have all of the pockets. I identify as a pocket. That doesn't sound right. I don't want everybody putting their shit in me.
All right.
Okay. I just broke the show already.
Yeah, can you bring us back, Mike? Bring us back.
Yeah. You know why I love? Okay, since I don't know why we're talking about pockets, but I guess this is relevant. You know why I love having a lot of pockets so much? It's like especially in coats, is like when you put on a coat after not wearing it for like 2 years, and there's like $20 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Or something.
Oh yeah, that's the best. That is the best. You're like, and your past self is like, my future self will enjoy this $20 that I put in here. And then you're like, how did this get in here? What happened here?
Yeah. You know what sucks about pockets is when you go out of town for a week and a half, and your girlfriend decides she's going to wash all the laundry, and she doesn't empty out the pockets, and she washes 3 Sharpie markers, 1 dry erase marker, 2 pens, and a meat thermometer, and a notebook with all of your pertinent notes for work in it, and you come home.
You have that all in your pockets? You have all that in your pockets?
He just said that he loves a lot of pockets.
I have. Well, I'm currently wearing a normal pair of jeans, but typically I wear pants with 2 front pockets, 2 back pockets, 2 side pockets, like by the knees, and then a little small like slit there as well where I can put my work keys. And my work shirts also has 2 breast pockets, which is where my 3 Sharpies, dry erase marker, 2 pens, meat thermometer, notebook, as well as measuring spoons all go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And she decided against emptying all of those things out and wrecked a whole bunch of shit.
Wow.
Love her dearly, but this is why she doesn't do the laundry.
Maybe that was her goal.
Yeah,
to fuck all my shit up?
So that way she doesn't have to do the laundry. Yeah.
She hasn't done laundry in 12 years. I don't know why she decided this was the time that she was going to do it.
I don't know.
Just
to remind you.
Just to remind you, this is why I don't do laundry. Lesson learned, Phil. Lesson learned.
Yeah,
this episode is brought to you by Game.
Speaking of
games,
speaking of being brought to you by.
Wait, are we done learning about Trina now?
Yeah, that was it.
That's all you had were 2 questions.
No more PAX info?
About that.
No, we'll talk about PAX later. That's a separate segment. But yeah, like we'll learn more about Trina. This is not the first time she'll be on this podcast. She'll be on this podcast.
This is the first time. There can only be one first time, Roger.
Well, no, this won't be the last time. I mean, this won't be the last time she's on this podcast. I mean, maybe she'll come back. Maybe
she's not coming back after dealing with me.
Yeah, no.
Leave some comments if you want me to come back.
That would be the first time we ever got comments.
No, shut up. People comment?
People are only commenting.
You're assuming people actually listen to this podcast.
Do you think they're going to write a review too and rate us?
Yeah.
Mash on the subscribe button?
Yeah.
Now, you got to be nice to your viewers.
Yeah.
I was until they didn't show up.
They're there. Come on now.
That is true. They are there. Listeners, speaking of listeners, thank you to our patrons, Jill, Matt and Sarah, thank you so much for supporting the Gamerheads Podcast. And listener, if you want to support the Gamerheads Podcast, you can as well for as low as $3 a month. You can support the Gamerheads Podcast. Just go to patreon.com/gamerheads and you can select the tier that you wish. I will say this, if you go to the $5 or $10 tier, I have a special prize for those that at that tier at the end of the year. Do you want to know what it is? Should I spoil it? Should I tell you what the prize is?
If we're not spoiling Destiny 2, why would we spoil what we're giving the Patreons?
Oh, that's true. Wait, am I spoiling this then or no?
No, dude, it's up to you.
Okay. It's going to be
Patreon.
cool. It's going to be cool. But
maybe when it gets closer.
Yeah, when it gets closer to the end of the year, I'll reveal it. Maybe
you know we can
reveal on this. Well, we don't really stream, but yes. What can we do, Phil?
We could do like NPR does, and we could do a membership drive.
Oh, that's true.
And that's where we can tell people.
That's a good idea. We should do a membership drive in November. Let's do that. Anyway, and then also special thank you to our sponsor, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce. Trina, do you like Yum Yum Sauce?
Sure.
Have you ever had Yum Yum Sauce?
No.
That was about as convincing as me saying I'm happy to be here.
I'll disagree with you. How come you haven't given me any Yum Yum sauce yet?
Because I don't have any. I'm all out of Yum Yum sauce.
It's upstairs. I just have to go to the post office.
Okay.
Which is not my favorite place to go because it's next to the DMV.
Okay. But no, it's very good. And you can put it on chicken. You can put it on rice. You could put it in cereal. We talked about that. I wouldn't do that though. Probably. Mike thinks it's yummy, but I don't.
What does it taste like?
What does Yum Yum sauce taste like? I don't know. It's like a tangy mayo based. I don't know.
Ginger.
Phil?
It's got some ginger, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some soy, maybe a little bit of soy.
Yeah, I don't think that would be good on cereal then.
No, probably not.
Do not recommend.
No.
It's not a good toothpaste either.
No, we learned all these things last week. These are things that you don't want to try with Yum Yum sauce. But putting on chicken and rice and burgers, very good.
Fish,
veggies, fish.
And it's a dip for anything Chinese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that is Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce. If you want to try it yourself, listeners, you can go to the link in our show notes, or you can reach out to Phil
that's
by
the way to
Twitter
do it.
and save yourself some money. And he will take your
Eventually.
payments through Twitter. So DM him there. Okay, let's move on to our icebreaker then. Mike, you have an icebreaker for us.
I do. So I was very, very happy this week to see the announcement that they are coming out with a Halloween video game. So I saw that and I saw the trailer and I'm like, this looks awesome. I am really excited where you can play a Halloween game as Michael Myers. And not only that, but it includes Ash from Evil Dead in it too. Because why not?
But isn't that weird? Because those two characters never.
No, they never met. But I think it's like they're two. So I think what it is, there's a Halloween game and there's an Evil Dead game. And then the characters, you can swap them into their other person's game.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like
really cool.
Sonic and Knuckles. So I was really excited. Like I pre-ordered it and everything. Like I can't remember the last time I pre-ordered.
Is this limited run? Who is doing?
No,
this?
it's not. You could buy it retail.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or digital. Anyway. So, anyways, I went online to look it up to pre-order it, and I saw the official box art, and man, was I disappointed.
Really?
It was so stupid. It's a drawing of Michael Myers on the top left, and then a bar separating him and Ash on the bottom right, and it's in the middle of the bar it says double feature, and I'm like, this is so lazy. And it made me so angry to see such a cool looking game. It's a 2D side scroller, pixel art. It looks really fun. Just marred by such a bad box art. And I'm like, why? I mean, you can post out to Twitter and just be like, hey, artists out there, who wants to make our box art for us? We'll give you 5 free copies of the game if we pick yours, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, here's a PDF or a PNG, here's a PNG, here's a background, we're done. Little to no effort. So maybe
they ran out of budget. That's what happened.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. So it made me think, what a good icebreaker would be, and I'll throw out both of them so you can pick and choose whatever you want. What is a game that you were initially drawn in by the box art, and then you're like, man, this game sucks?
Trina's currently Googling what box art is.
Yeah. I got suckered in by this game. Or if you can't think of that, then just throw out your favorite box arts or your least favorite box arts. So box art icebreaker.
Box art icebreaker. Who wants to go first? I'll go first if nobody else has anything.
Go for it.
All right. So for me, I'm going to name a couple that I was like really intrigued by the box art, and then I was very disappointed by the game. The first one is Muscle Men. Or Muscle, I guess it was just called Muscle Wrestling, on the NES. They had all the characters, and it looked really cool, and it like had, some of the wrestlers on the cover, and the game was terrible. The game is awful. The game, I hated it, but I was super excited because I love Muscle Men, and I was super excited to play this game, and I rented it, and I was like, this is terrible. So that's the first one. I'm gonna go in order of like blah. Let's see, Muscle Men. Oh, Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark on Atari.
I think any Atari game could qualify.
Yeah, that's true. But that artwork was so cool, right? Like, it looked really neat. And I was like, oh, and then you play the game, and I have no idea what's going on in that game. Like, no idea. Like, apparently it was a map room, and then you go to, like, this black market, and you have to, like, sell stuff. But who knows? I have no idea. I could not play that game. Even as an adult, as a kid, I certainly couldn't. But even as an adult, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. But that artwork, even to this day, Gaming Generations has that game in its boxed up. I mean, it's beat up, but I wanted to just buy it because I love the art, because the art is fantastic, but the game is not great. And then finally, the last one that really, really upset me, and I don't know why, Fester's Quest. Because it looked cool.
Fester in it. How was Fester mislead, or just how you thought it was cool? Okay.
I thought it was gonna be cool.
I like that game.
You like that game?
Yeah, I also hate myself, so there's that.
Okay. That game's terrible.
Let me do this. I like that game, asterisk.
Yeah, because it was one of the 15 games I owned as a kid, so I liked it. I had to. I didn't have any other choice.
Well, I hated the game, and then I got the Game Genie.
Oh, sure. And then you beat it.
And then I beat it because I was able to cheat.
Yeah. See, Trina, a Game Genie is a device that when we're...
This is called nerd.
I don't actually know what that is.
You might know what the Game Genie was.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
I thought it was. No. I thought that look you gave me was like, I know what a Game Genie is. No, actually,
I was giving you that look because I'm like, here we go again, but I actually don't know what it is.
You know? So it was. You would attach it to your cartridge, right? And like you'd put it in, and it would open up code basically, right, or cheats for you to be able to beat games. I still don't know how that even worked to this day. Like, that's crazy that's worked.
Magic of the Genie.
Yeah. So like if you had an NES cartridge, you'd attach it to that and you put it into your NES. I never had a Game Genie. Did that thing stick out of your NES when you played?
It would. Yeah, oh yeah, it would stick all the way out. You couldn't even push the game down. You just
I didn't think
stick it on the bottom of the cartridge and then stick the whole thing into the Nintendo. Turn it on, and then it opens up that initial menu where you put in you put in your codes, and then the codes actually mess with the code inside the video game, and will allow you to do different things.
Isn't that crazy? I don't know.
Yeah,
that was such a weird. It was a weird time.
It's like a hacking tool.
It was a hacking tool. Yeah, it was a hacking tool.
We're not condoning hacking or cheating.
Unless you're playing Fester's Quest.
Unless let me tell you, if you played Fester's Quest without the Game Genie and you beat it, I don't know how you did that, but kudos to you. No, Phil, that was one of the few games I owned too, because we bought it because of the art. And I get it. Like, there's a part of me that has a little bit of nostalgia with it because that was one of my first games I had. We didn't have many games, but boy, the other ones too. Oh, can I name one more?
You can name 4 more.
Okay, cool.
Just 4.
Just 4. Solomon's Key.
Yeah. I actually didn't hate that game either, though.
I didn't. Honestly, I don't hate the game, but the box art was way cooler looking than the game itself.
That and Mighty Bomb Jack blend together.
Mighty Bomb Jack, yeah.
I was thinking Mighty Bomb Jack also.
Yeah, me too. Well, did you guys buy those games at the same time? I did for some reason.
My friend Robert had them both. Yeah.
Okay.
I just rented them.
Okay, because I think they're both Tecmo games, right? Mighty Bomb Jack is. I don't know.
Yeah, Mighty Bomb Jack is Tecmo.
Was it Tecmo or Data East? No,
it
Data
was
East did
definitely
Karnov.
Yeah, Karnov.
That was a fun box art.
Yep.
Yeah, and Bad Dudes is a cool art too. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about my games.
I'm gonna go the poster realm of box art that I would like to have as a poster and I wouldn't complain about. Off the top of my head, BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite, just because Big Daddy, and then the cool kind of American themed, not knowing the corruption that went on behind everything in the game. Also, the original Alan Wake cover art, I would like to have as a poster, just because it was Alan standing in front of the logo, if I remember correctly, with a flashlight in his hand. Also, the original Arkham Asylum game from Rocksteady Studios, I thought was a fantastic piece of cover art. Hell, you could throw any of the Red Dead games into that mix too, and I wouldn't complain about having that hanging up on the wall, just because I do like Wild West themed stuff. I had another one in my brain too, but I've spaced it out, so that's going to be gone. I'm just going to randomly yell it in about 20 minutes.
He's not joking, actually.
I'm not. I will. It'll pop in my brain. It'll just come out of my mouth, and everybody will look at me like, "What are you yelling about?" And I'll be like, thoughts.
Yeah. Those are good covers.
Don't down talk to me like that.
No,
damn
I'm
it.
not.
There's a
I'm
little
saying
bit of
those
a question at the end. I will.
Good job, Phil.
Yeah, good job, Phil. Good job. Trina, do you have any answers?
Well, if you weren't paying attention before, Roger's making fun of me for being so young. So I did not buy physical games growing up. So I didn't really.
You never rented games either, right? You never rented games either.
No.
Yeah, but you still see cover art when you're looking at the Steam shop or the Xbox store or the PlayStation store.
Well, while you guys were talking, I was scrolling through my Steam games trying to jog my memory of I was really interested in that game because of their artwork or whatever. And a couple of them...
concept.
Yeah.
It's the exact same concept, just not in front of you.
Yeah. So one of them was Gris.
Gris.
It has very pretty artwork in the game as well, so not disappointed there. Stray, which is a pretty new game, mostly because I have an orange cat. So I was drawn because orange cat, and I really was interested in that.
I feel that.
And what was the other one that I was just looking at? Well, I'll find it. But yeah, I know there's a lot of games out there that I'm drawn in by the artwork more than the trailer. So I feel like artwork matters.
It's interesting because I think the artwork matters on the first impression when you first see it, in the store.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing I do is then I okay, what's the trailer look like? Because I have been fooled so many times by how bad artwork is.
I was just playing that game today too, just scrolling the store. But go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Do you? Because back when we were kids, we had no choice. We couldn't even handle the games. They were all behind glass and everything. So all you could do is just look at just the stacks of games. But
that's right.
I don't know if all of you have a low attention span like I do. If I'm browsing the Xbox store, I'll just hover on the game and then the game will start up the video.
Yeah.
And I won't even select the video. I'll just watch it in the little box on the top right.
Yeah.
And if it takes more than 10 seconds and it's showing cutscenes or developer names, I'm just I'm done. I'm done. I can't
give me the gameplay, damn it.
I can't handle this.
Yeah.
I start to get anxious and start yelling at the screen. Just get to the game already.
I had the same problem. Yeah. I get even more bummed if they don't, and then every once in a while I'll actually click on the game and then go down to screenshots just to see what it looks like, and I'm just oh, your concept and your cover art sounded so much cooler than your game fucking looks.
Yeah.
And the other reason, now that I just remembered, the other reason that this icebreaker came up, I saw on the eShop there was a game that had amazing box art, and I'm like, wow, this looks pretty cool. So I clicked on it and I went to look at the screenshots, and it was just some terrible like box, like it was like 90% of the screen was all white, but then the middle, it was some kind of puzzle game. And I'm like, oh, this isn't anything like they're trying to.
That's like Atari.
Yeah.
Like, man, that all the art on Atari games were so amazing.
The box, that's I miss those. I don't know, Trina, if you ever seen, I don't even just look up Atari 2600 box art. Like, those things are works of art.
They really are.
They're beautiful, and actually, that's one of my games.
They spent a lot of money on those cover arts, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of cover art, Mike, did you see that Mortuary Assistant is on Xbox now?
I do. Yeah, I could buy it for Roger.
I debated doing it, but I knew that he wouldn't play it.
Well, we'll talk about that. We have something to talk about that at PAX too. So, Trina, did you have any other ones you wanted to mention? I'm sorry. Did we go off the
I couldn't
rails?
find the other one that pulled me in. I have so many Steam games. If you are a Steam person, I'm sure you probably buy things when it's 99 cents and then you never play it. Because I do that all the time.
I do that too. Not so much with, I do buy some Steam games like that, but a lot of times it's like eShop sales. And I'm like, ooh, like that's a game I wanted for a while. It's only 99 cents. And then I never play it. Or Xbox games too.
Mm-hmm.
And PlayStation. I have so many PlayStation games. But anyway, Mike, do you have an answer to this question?
So yes, there's one game that I rented from for the PlayStation 1. I think it was called Perfect Weapon.
Oh God. Oh my God. I bought that
Weapon?
game based off the art. I forgot about that. I bought that game. I bought that game in college. That game is terrible. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I'm sorry for anyone that has ever played that game.
This looks pretty cool. I think I'll rent this. So I spent
thought so too, but I bought it.
The $4 to rent it from Beggar's Video, and I brought it back, and I'm like, this game sucks.
It's terrible.
Like, what is going on here? Like, the box art was so good.
It was so cool. It was called the Perfect Weapon. I remember like you flip it over, like you are the perfect weapon. And it was like, it made it sound like you were like this badass that's going to go and kick some butt. You're not badass at all. You're like,
no, you're a very flawed weapon.
You're a very flawed weapon.
That game Are you playing as the weapon?
So it's a person. Like he's a martial artist. And he's supposed to be like this amazing martial artist. But his moves are so
that
clunky.
Game looks janky as hell.
Yeah, it is so it's so bad. It is so bad. That's so funny, Mike, that you I forgot about that game. You like now stirred memories. Like that is one of my biggest regrets as an adult, because I bought that when I was in college, and I'll never forget. I had money and I was saving up for a game, and I just wanted to buy a new game. And I was with my friend Lewis, and we went to Kmart. And I said, I'm going to buy this game because it sounds amazing. It's called Perfect Weapon. And I brought it home, and I was so mad. Because, I was poor. I didn't have a lot of money.
No choice. Yeah, you had to live with it.
Yeah, I had to live with that. So I had to live with that choice. And that was an awful choice. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see that I wasn't the only one when it came to that.
Yeah, but you were smart. You rented it. I bought it. I just bought it based on the art. Yeah.
And then I'll just quickly go through some of my favorites. Anything Castlevania. Like I don't think I've seen a Castlevania box art that I was disappointed in. Maybe Symphony of the Night, because it was just so basic and it was just the castle. But all the other ones are amazing. Let's see the original Ninja Turtles.
Oh boy.
That's another one. Actually, that's another one that you were drawn in by the box art and the game sucked.
Yep.
Well, but I think like that one and like the Muscle and even Fester's Quest, like there was a little bit of like, I like Turtles, and then the artwork looked really. Yeah, I like Turtles, and then the artwork was really good too. Yeah. And then so it was just like, but it was interesting because the artwork wasn't like the 80s cartoon. It was actually from
the comic.
From comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Which threw me off as a kid because I didn't read the comics, and I was like, "Why do they all have red bandanas?"
That's what I was saying. I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "Did they make a mistake or something?" Yeah, I had no idea. That's funny. And then really quick, I'll throw, even though I never played, I played the game, but I got kind of bored of it. So people are going to hate me when I say this, but Kingdom Hearts, the original box art for the OG Kingdom Hearts, I thought that was, that's a really nice. Are you shaking your head because I played it or because I stopped playing it?
No, I've never played it. That's why I was shaking my head.
That's fine. That's right.
It's on PC now, apparently.
Oh.
One more
My
system
friends are
you
trying
don't
to
have
get
to
me
play it on.
Yep. And then finally, talking Atari 2600, Haunted House.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite box arts of all time. I remember when I would just stare at that box art because, I don't know, it was just something so intriguing about it and creepy and, it was so much fun.
The remake of that.
You've got that.
I got that. I streamed it, yeah.
Yeah.
The artwork isn't as scary. It looks more cartoony.
Yeah.
But it's geared towards younger kids too. It was fun to play, but yeah, it was geared towards younger kids. Cool. Well, that's a good icebreaker, Mike.
Thank you.
All right. So the next section I want to talk about is PAX. And Trina, I just want to thank you for like putting together like that whole spreadsheet. Like I started it, but like
I was gonna say you started it.
I started it, but then like I went out there today and you have been slaying it. And when you told me today, you were like, we have 75 games that we were offered. I was like, shut up. And I went out there. I'm like, oh my God, there's 75 games that we've been offered to go check out. So, first of all, Trina, I have to ask, like, because this is your first PAX and this is your first bombardment of those types of emails too. Like, I guess, what is your first, like, because at first, like, I think you were really excited, but now I feel like we talked and you felt a little overwhelmed. Like, I guess, like, go through your emotions, if you will.
Well, I was excited and I still am, but it is like overwhelming for sure. Like we got like that first round of emails and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like I'm interested in this game. And we like in like all those first games, like first, like what, 33, it looks like we decided which ones we wanted to go to and we signed up for everything. And then the following week came and then it just got crazy. And I was like, I don't even know what games to go to anymore. Did I miss out on something? Like, it's kind of just like that FOMO, like, of, is there a big game I'm going to miss out on or whatever? And so I think I'm still kind of in the overwhelm phase, but I think I also have to, like, just be like, well, it is what it is. I only have so much time in the day. So, I mean, I'm excited for the games that I'm going to. So I don't think, like, there's too much regret, but there's definitely some games that I might just be, like, walking by, like, did I miss out on something?
Yeah. It was funny because I think the first week, Trina and I met like on a Sunday evening, and I was like, all right, let's just go through the games and talk about like what games we were most interested in. And then the next week we just get like every day she would message me like, oh my God, we got like 10 more emails in the last 10 minutes. I'm like, yep, welcome to PAX.
Well, it's not just like new games too, it's them following up like, oh, I just want to push this to the top of your list. And it's like, well, okay, but you already like Roger already signed up with you or vice versa. So it's like, they don't know, but
they don't know. Yeah.
So
yeah. What, so one of the games, guys, is the Mortuary Assistant, actually.
Oh.
The definitive edition. It's coming to Switch apparently too. I didn't know that. Well, I know, Phil.
Isn't it already out on Switch?
I don't know. Maybe it is, but it's the definitive edition. I don't know what that all entails, but that was one of the games that's gonna. Maybe it is already on Switch. I'm not sure, but that is one of the games that they're like, hey, come check it out. I was like,
we have like a whole like chunk of just like scary and horror games, and we're like,
yeah.
All right, Mike, let's do this. Let's save them.
Yep.
Come on down.
I told you guys you should go.
Nah, dude, I'd go into straight up panic mode around that many people that are that unfocused.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And we just applied for college.
Oh,
Mike, I thank you for getting me into college finally.
No problem.
What are some of the games that I don't know. Maybe we can't talk about that because maybe they're a secret. Maybe we can't talk about it right now.
Isn't there some that have embargo dates and stuff?
Yeah,
so
So we have to be kind
probably
of careful.
not.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are the games? And then I was like, oh crap, there's some dates that are embargoed. I don't remember what they are. I guess okay. Let me ask you this though: what are you most excited about PAX? Like, what are you most excited, and what do you think it's going to be like?
Well, I've been to TwitchCon, so
okay, that's
right. I
right.
have a general thought of like what it's gonna be like, but TwitchCon is more about like the content creators, not so much the games. But there was like a game section, right? And so like that's what I imagine, but like 10 times more. So I have a general idea, but I think it's gonna be more of a shock when I first get there. It'd be like, oh my god, there are so many booths and so many people. But I think it'll be good. Like I'm not too nervous about the amount of people and everything, other than just like I don't want to get sick. But I don't know. I think I'm just excited to see all the games and the different things, and I honestly have been kind of in a game slump for a while. Like nothing's really been super exciting. And then we started getting all these emails and I was like, oh, this game looks really cool, or that one and this one. And so like even after PAX, I'm like, I'm probably going to get that game because it looks good. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the cool things. Like, you see all these games, you're like, oh, this looks amazing. I want to try that. Oh, I want to try that too. But now I'm looking at my schedule and like I have 7-8 games a day. And
Did you really schedule that many? I thought you weren't going to do that because I was coming.
We also never got 75 emails before either. So it's hard because you see the games like, this isn't embargoed. Star Wars Hunters is going to be there. So they're showing off the content for season 2, which is out already. So, but I wanted to stop by their booth and talk to them because that sounds cool. Nintendo's going to be there, so that's But I don't think I've ever seen this many emails come through the desk before though, and like that was the crazy part. And Trina, you did a really good job. Thank you for keeping up with that because. I will admit I was overwhelmed and I was just like, I don't know. I'm just kind of giving up on this whole idea. And then I go to the spreadsheet. I'm like, okay, she's been keeping up with this. So
yeah, there's a couple more emails I got to add on there that we got today. So
Don't tell him that out loud.
Too late.
Yeah. So, but it's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for you to be at your first PAX because that'll be really fun for you. And I'm excited for the panel that I'll be part of too. So that's gonna be a first for me, and I'm a little nervous about that. So
you'll be.
Have you been studying up your video game trivia?
I don't think you can.
She gave sass when she said that. Did you see that?
I know.
I sent him a video game, guess the
true,
video game quiz thing, and I don't know if he's been doing it, but
I did a couple. I actually got one.
You did a couple. Okay.
I got one in two screens. I was like, oh, I'm really proud. And then the rest of them, I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea what this game is. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Let's move on to games that we're currently playing. And Trina, since you are the first time that you're on this podcast, hopefully not the last time, what games are you playing?
Well, not Destiny, as I said before. Well, okay, like the 10-year saga ended, and like I killed the witness, and then I was like, okay, now what? Like they have more coming out.
You beat the game.
But it's just
you beat the game.
Yeah, pretty much. I beat the game. But they have like more story, and I'm just like, I'm just not interested. Like it's not engaging as it was. I don't know, but
that's the one thing I feel like there's too much lore, and then I get lost, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, speaking of like lore, there's a guy named My Name is Bive, and he created before Final Shape came out. He made a 10-hour lore movie, basically.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of lore in the game.
Yeah, no kidding. That guy, I mean, kudos to him, but I'm not gonna sit and watch 10 hours of lore.
I will say, when I first started playing Destiny, like my friends that got me into it, they sent me videos because he had like from Destiny 1 like to current like lore, and it was at that point it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, and that was back in 2018. So a lot has happened since then, but like I remember just sitting there watching this movie or whatever, and I was like, what am I getting myself into? But I don't know. I watched it and it was good, and I obviously stuck with the game. So
yeah.
But yeah, not playing Destiny. I am playing Final Fantasy 14, which is a game that my friends, or actually my Destiny clan, got me into in July of last year. And I am caught up to current content, kind of. Like, I've gone through all the main story stuff, but there's a lot of like side raids and side missions and all this stuff that I didn't do in all of the expansions because I just focused on MSQ. So I'm kind of just like,
can you tell us what is MSQ?
Main story or main scenario.
okay. Boy, see, did you guys know that term? I didn't know that term.
I thought it was that stuff that
main
goes
scenario quest. Sorry.
Is that okay? I'm gonna ask you really. Is that a generational term you use, or is that a game term? I think
it's an MMO thing.
Okay. Because I played World of Warcraft.
Stands for?
I don't know what MML stands for.
I said ask.
I played a lot of WoW. Do you know what WoW stands for?
Yeah.
Okay, I played a lot of WoW. We never used that term.
Oh.
I was insulted by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like my everyday with Roger. It's just like,
that's true.
He's constantly like, you don't know what that is?
Well, to be fair, you also say you don't know what that is to me, so.
True. Yeah, but I've been playing Final Fantasy and I've really been enjoying it. The story's super good. The first like base story, A Realm Reborn, was a little dragged on and like a lot of just go talk to this person and go talk to this person and go talk to this person. But after you get through that, then it's like the story gets really good and you do not want to put the game down. So
I played that game a long time ago. There was some kind of lightning something. There was some lightning. The title of the game was called Final Fantasy 14 Lightning something. I don't know. But it was on the PlayStation 3, which surprised me that they actually had that game on the PlayStation 3. And or maybe it was PlayStation 4. But anyway, that you could play that multiplayer with the PC. Like that was kind of newish for that. But I never really got into it. But then I think they rebooted it. And made it better.
Yeah, so like the A Realm Reborn was redone, and then it's not as clunky as it used to be, I guess. Obviously didn't play it, but and like this last expansion, like they've updated the graphics and stuff, so they're still like working on improving the game, which is pretty cool. But
is that all you've been playing? Is just those two games? I mean, that game.
Whoa,
kind of, sorta.
No, I'm just asking. No, I was just asking. Do you play anything? Have you been playing anything else?
I mean, the expansion just came out in June, so like, I mean, end of June. So like, I had to get through the expansion, and then I've been doing like the new raids and all of that. So pretty much just Final Fantasy, and then like on the side, like the games I've been reviewing. And then my boyfriend and I play Palia a lot too, which is a free game. So
yeah.
Although he booted up Fallout 76 the other night, and I was like, "Do you want to play that again?" And he's like, "Well, like they like have a new area," and I was like, "Do you really want to play that again?"
You know, Phil, are you a fan of that game?
No. I tried. I tried very hard to be a fan of that game, and it just didn't work out for me.
Yeah, I tried playing it after the Fallout show, I was like, oh, like it's free now in Game Pass. I might as well just play it because it's free. Might as well play it. And I was like, no, I can't. I don't know, Mike.
Like it's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah.
One of my friends started playing it, and he said he like got out of like the vault, and within like 30 seconds, a nuke hit him. I was like, wow, what a great experience for a level 1 vault raider.
So what? But how did that happen? Because like, is that just like
it's a part of the game. You can launch nukes anywhere on the map.
Anybody can.
Somebody did that to Phil Spencer after they did. What was they closed those 4 studios a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody found Phil Spencer in Fallout 76 and nuked his camp.
Oh, that's right. I do remember hearing that. That's funny. Yeah, because I played a little bit of it, and I didn't run into anybody real.
Really?
No.
Did you make it out of the vault?
Yes, I did.
The opening mission?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I went to that
press
town.
the start button?
Yeah, I went to the town.
I don't know why people talk about this game.
It's
just words. It's like Zork.
Yeah. I went to this town, and
was
like
a good
this
game,
doctor
too.
sent me on this mission. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I didn't run it.
Maybe you weren't paying attention.
No,
Or you just
there was
didn't
no-
get far enough that other people were actually in the game quite at that
Probably.
point.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was surprised that that he got nuked right away.
I
Coming
mean,
out
you
of
don't
the
have
vault.
to be nearby to send the nuke. You're like in a building, and then you just choose where you want it to go.
I know, but I mean, I
so
didn't
they're
see
probably
anything.
just being rude, and they know where
Or
you
just they
spawn
knew
in because
noobs are
everyone
coming in.
spawns in the same spot. So
Yeah. So you're a big MMO person, huh? You like MMO games?
this is my first MMO game.
Well, yeah, but like Destiny's kind of MMO.
You can't really count Destiny. They try to be an MMO, and they're not an MMO.
Okay. Well, I stand corrected.
No, you sit corrected if you were standing.
That's true.
I mean, no, Bungie will say they're an MMO, but when you look at an MMO compared to Destiny, it's not the same. Like, yes, there's a lot of players, but
Yeah, I saw a lot more players than I saw in than Fallout 76. That's what I'm saying.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And you have to look
So
and see.
judgmental, Roger.
No.
I mean, should I be playing
listen.
a game, like a different game, like every day, or
No,
What
no,
is your
I-
expectation of gaming?
No, it's I
Damn,
don't care.
Trina. Yeah, right under the bus.
Yeah,
Get him.
wow,
Get him.
wow.
You're taking my job. Do it.
Listen. There are games you'll hear us talk. There are regular games.
How do you feel about the title Vice President?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
I've been gunning for that position for the past 2 years.
You're in charge of something more important than the vice presidency, but the vice presidency is also very important.
No, that's cool. No, I'm just. It'll be interesting because I think once you go to PAX and then you start getting emails, but like, hey, you want to review this game? Hey, you want to review this game? Like you just start playing a bunch of games. That's what happens. So
Yeah. I mean, when I was like actively streaming, I played a lot of different games like all the time.
Yeah.
Especially because I was getting games to stream as well from devs and stuff. So I kind of have that experience, but
yeah. Cool. Phil, what have you been playing?
All right, Trina, you ready to watch this? This is how the pros do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I've been playing Overwatch 2.
I've
been playing MLB The Show.
I've
been playing NCAA football.
Oh, that's fun, yeah.
No, it's not fun anymore. That game pissed me the fuck off.
Okay.
I rage quit a game 2 nights ago, and I tried to replay the game. I got so screwed. I'm not going to get into that. Whatever. I got hosed.
Okay.
And then I tried to replay it, and I got hosed even worse, so I rage quit again. I'm okay with losing. Just don't do it to me in such shitty fashion. Do you want to hear the story or no?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
All right, so I'm down by 2 points playing against North Carolina State, the Wolfpack.
Okay.
Rivalry game. 1 minute left. I'm driving
What
down
team
the
are
field.
you? Who do you have?
I'm playing as the Duke Blue Devils.
Oh, okay.
And I go and pass. I've got a wide receiver that's wide open downfield, and I go to pass, and it bounces off the back of my center's head, pops right up in the air, NC State grabs it and returns it for a touchdown. I would have thrown the touchdown. I came down with a mild case of Tourette's, and I shut the game off. Because I wasn't going to lose like that. If you want to beat me. That's cool. I get it. But I'm not going to lose by passing the ball off the back of my center's head that then gets intercepted and returned for a pick six. It's just not going to happen. I got very angry.
How did that happen?
I don't know. And I'm still mad about it. I'm surprised my face is not flushed because it annoyed me so bad.
Wow.
And then I tried to replay the exact same game.
Yeah.
I was up 3-0. They scored a touchdown. I got the ball back. I came back down to get within field goal range, tried to kick a field goal. They blocked it, returned the blocked field goal for a touchdown. I got the ball back. Had to punt away, went okay. But then they threw a halfback screen. Their halfback shed, no exaggeration, 12 tackles in process of running an 85-yard halfback screen to the house. And I was like, all right, whatever. This is how this is going to be. I get the ball back, hand the ball to my halfback. He gets hit, fumbles. They take it to the house. I'm now down 21 points by the time that there's still like 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
And you're up by 3.
I was up by 3. Now I'm down 21, and there's still 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I again told NCAA football to go fuck itself. Yes, Mike.
What difficulty were you playing on?
The second lowest.
Oh. Then I got nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't went back to it since then. But outside of that, I also started playing the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which is now on Game Pass, because I was a big fan of the Crash Bandicoot games and I wanted to revisit them. Because they don't make me mad until I start doing more difficult
They're
levels.
not challenging and difficult.
Not in the slightest bit. But so far I'm having a really good time. I'm just playing through Crash 1. I want to say I'm on like level 8 or 9, something like that. And it's a nice, fun revisit of those games because I was a big fan of them back in the game. And it kind of inspired me to go back and rewatch the commercials where Crash was outside of like Nintendo headquarters.
You're hurting my elbow.
Yeah, like, hey, plumber man. And like just talking trash at them. And I like the Crash games. I'm stoked that I get to replay 1 through 3 again in a remaster because they look so much better than they did the first time around.
I liked the party game. The what was it
Crash
called?
Party or whatever? Or...
Yeah.
Like their version of Mario Party.
Yeah, That was really fun. That was another game that I bought without playing before. I was just like, "This sounds fun. I'll just buy it." So I did, and I was pleasantly surprised with that one.
Their kart racer was also fun back when Naughty Dog.
Oh, their kart races! Yeah, no, they made a remake. Yeah, I mean a couple years ago, but they remade that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. It's still really good. Cool. Anything else?
Yeah, no, needless to say, I played the same 2 games that I always play, and then sprinkled in another game that I'm now starting to always play, and added a new game in.
Yeah.
It's okay to play the same game every week, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Overwatch like bring something back or
do you want to
bring
fight?
Something new? I don't play the game. I just heard it from my friends. So
not yet. They were talking about bringing back 6v6, but it's not happening in the new season, from what the patch notes say, which starts next week.
I mean, is that something you are excited for? You sounded like you wanted to fight me for that. So
I thought you were going to badmouth Overwatch, and I was ready to fight.
Oh no.
Nobody does that on this podcast.
I do.
Yeah. What? Mike? I don't know. But they're incorporating a new game mode in the new season, which I'll be able to talk about hopefully. Next week. It starts on Tuesday, which is a lot like domination in Call of Duty, where you're trying to hold down a point to get X amount of points, whatever, or hold down so many points to get points. I don't know. We'll find out how it all plays out. Plus, there's a new hero coming. I don't know. Pretty stoked for it.
I love how I'm pretty stoked. Like
I talk like I look, okay? I talk like I look.
Yeah, when he said, "I'm happy to be here," that was like way more emotion.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Yeah,
when I say I'm pretty stoked, genuine enthusiasm.
Yeah, I was really shocked. I was like, that was way more emotion than I was expecting from you, Phil. I've never seen you have that much emotion ever. Cool.
Stand up.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Mike, what have you been playing?
So I played some more Legend Bowl. I didn't get as frustrated as Phil because I played on the easier setting and I end up dominating like 66-0 or something like that. To me, that's fun football. When I play on the easiest, and I just don't have to put any effort in.
I have 10 other people in this league with me. I can't just play on easy.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So I did that, and What else? Playing getting through some Fortnite because the new season starts tomorrow, but it'll already have started by the time you're listening to this show. But yeah, I'm excited. I am excited about this new season. Once again, it's all Marvel. So
that's cool.
Talk about it, Mike. Talk about it.
Yeah. Do you know who's in the past this year or this season? So it's Emma Frost. There's the main character from Fortnite, Jones, in a Captain America costume, but not like the traditional one, like I guess that was Ultimate's Captain America costume, whichever one he used at the beginning of Winter Soldier. I forgot that may have been Ultimates, but there's the banana guy in a Wolverine costume, which is hilarious. Dr. Doom. Mysterio, which looks awesome.
Oh, I love Mysterio. He's one of my favorite villains. He's so underrated.
I love Mysterio. Yeah, he's in there, and then Shuri is in there.
Okay.
And I think that is War Machine. War Machine is in there too. Okay. And then they also just released in the shop, if you want to buy it, Cyclops, Colossus, and Jubilee.
Not Jubilee.
You don't like Jubilee?
She was so boring in the 97 cartoon. She's much better now in the newest version, the X-Men 97. She's way better, but she was awful in the original 90s cartoon. I just thought she was just boring. Her powers were kind of lame.
I just really like that sentence, Roger. She was born in the 97 cartoon, but she's much better in X-Men 97.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, but it's an amusing sentence.
Yeah. She's much more her character is written much better now in the newest.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Okay. I know. Well, that's cool though.
So I'm very excited about Fortnite for this season.
And they've got Magneto stuff in the game right now too.
Yeah, I got the Magneto stuff from last season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'm gonna have to do comic book tie-ins like they did last time.
Oh yeah, I don't think they've announced anything. Phil, you'd be the person to ask for that.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah. And then other than that, you know what I started playing? I started playing a game that I haven't played in probably 20 years, and it's still great and holds up. And that game is Drill Dozer. I don't know if you ever played it. It was a Game Boy Advance game. It was one of the Game Boy Advance games where the game itself, the cartridge, had Rumble built into it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it was it's like a side-scrolling action game where your character is in a mech that has a big drill in the front. It's a lot of fun, and it was made by Game Freak. So, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I'm playing through that, and I'm really enjoying that again. Other than that, there's a game that I am reviewing that I can't talk about. But I am playing it, Roger. Don't worry. And I will have it ready by the embargo, lest we get in big trouble. And then finally, I finished SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I did what I said I was going to do, and I 100%ed it. I collected all of Patrick's socks, and I got the secret ending. And the
socks are a pain in the ass.
The socks are a pain in the ass. That's why I went to YouTube, and I went into each level, and I just pulled up YouTube and said, okay, that looks familiar. No, I don't think I got that. So I would just try and get it. But no, I've got the full 1,000 gamer score on it.
Congrats.
Which tells me that it was a great game, and I really enjoyed it because I can't remember. I do remember the last time I played a game to get the 1,000 gamer score was Resident Evil Village.
Nice.
So
cool.
And that's
there's also another game that we can't talk about yet too, but we played together.
Oh, just today?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't talk about it then.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Can we say if it's console or PC?
Yeah, sure. It's a VR game.
Okay.
Mike and I were playing. Mike he's known as Old Ironsides, let me tell you.
I'm known as what?
Old Ironsides.
Old Ironsides? That's
better than Iron Gut.
No, he got motion sickness, right, Mike?
Yeah. I get motion sickness on just about everything.
Yeah, I was like, let's one more round, and he's like, no,
I'm all right.
No, I'm done.
I'm good.
I think I remember the moment you were like, oh boy, that's what you said.
Yep. Here it comes.
Oh, that's funny stuff. For myself, what have I been playing? I have been playing some college football as well. So it's funny that you say that, Phil, because like taking the Badgers, I can run through people, just plow through the people. Like, yeah, I know. So that's fun. That's been fun. I have been playing a lot of SteamWorld Heist 2. So this is a tactical shooting game. So the first one took place in space. The second one takes place on water, like you're a pirate, and it's very good.
Do the bullets ricochet off walls
Yeah,
and stuff again?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. I always like that aspect of it.
And you can shoot hats off, and then if you grab that, you can take the hats and then wear them. Unfortunately, like my cool, like, so the different robots, like you recruit them at bars and stuff like that.
Yep.
And one of my characters, he was like this crow that had this shotgun, and he had this cool like Undertaker's hat on, right? And his hat got shot off, and I forgot to pick it up, and now he wears this stupid hat. And I feel bad for that guy. His hat looks dumb. I need to give him a new hat, but it's really cool. It's a good game. I'm like 5 hours into the game already, and I'm just really enjoying it. And I was just like, whoa, I can't believe how much I've been playing this game. It's really good. What else I've been playing? I have playing Retro Bowl. I played that again. Speaking of frustrations, Phil, I totally understand what you're talking about, because I've been playing on medium, and I just kill them. It's like 65-0. Like it's not even a challenge. And then it's like, all right, well, let's just go to hard then, because like if I can beat him at 65, like at least there'll be some of a challenge then. And it's like impossible. Like it went from like easy to nearly impossible. Your wide receivers are being covered. Like I can't throw a pass, and my quarterback is supposed to be a 5-star quarterback. He can't do anything. My running back can't do anything. They fumble the ball all the time. I don't understand it. Like it's literally such a huge leap from medium to hard, and it's not even fun. And I have to go back to medium. It's like, what's fun with this? Because like now I can't do anything. Like it's not even fun. So, but I have been playing that. I do enjoy the game, and like you, Mike, I enjoy just killing my opponents. Like, 65-0. But I wanted a little bit of a challenge, because like the last 17 years, the Packers or Green Bay, they're not real teams, but Green Bay went on to win the Super Bowl the last 17 seasons. I want some challenge, but not that much of a challenge. So I've been playing that. I think I mentioned this in chat, but I'll mention it here. So my youngest, who's 4, she likes to play Kirby and Forgotten Land. She really likes to play that game a lot, and she likes to play a game she calls it Roller Kirby, but it's Kirby and the all you can eat buffet game, where you just kind of roll and you get bigger, and those are the 2 games that she can play, and like she enjoys them. Kind of, yeah, but it's racing. You race against other Kirbys to the finish line. And then she was like, "What's this pinball game?" So it was NES Pinball. I have the Arcade Archives, I think it's called, like that version of it. And I was like, "Yeah, you can play it." And I only played it a few times, but my high score wasn't that high. But it was she beat my high score. She like beat my high score, and not just beat it, she crushed it. And just to see her like playing it, and then she was so happy when she got to put her initials in, and she was so happy with that. And I was like, now I can't play this game because her initials are in here, and I don't want to like take that away from her. But she
That's
was
where
so
you
happy.
teach hard lessons, Roger.
I know, yep. I know. Did I tell you the story about my son? He played Galaga. Did I tell this story ever? So we have an arcade cabinet, arcade 1-up cabinet of Galaga. It's Pac-Man, but it has Galaga on it too. And he was working so hard to get in the top 5 scores. And he finally did. He broke in the top 5 because all those scores are mine. And he finally broke in, and he forgot to save it because you have to hold down the first person button to save it. And he forgot. He just turned it off. And then that was a moment. But you know what I did? I stayed up and got to the score where he got. After he went to bed, I played it until I got to his score, and I put his initials in, and then I said, "Hey, buddy, it saved it anyway," and he was so happy. And then I beat that score, and I put my initials in.
Oh my god!
I was waiting for the rub, and then
I was waiting for the rub. And there it is.
I mean, it wasn't right away, but I did eventually beat that score, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna put his score in again. I mean, or his names, because he didn't get this score." So I put my initials in. And anything else? Oh, and then I've been playing a game that I'm reviewing. I just got it, so I'm not very far. But it's called Magical Delicacy. So you are a witch that got kicked out of her homeland. Out of her oven? Is that what you said?
No, coven.
Oh, coven. Yeah, kind of. And she moves to this town, and she wants to start a new beginnings. So she starts this bakery, and you get there, and this frog character, very much like Tom Nook, is like, yeah, you can rent out this building, but you're gonna have to pay me back. And so you have to like earn money to pay him back. But to do so, you have to cook for people. Like your magic is cooking. So you're a magical cook, a witch that can cook really well. And like, so characters will ask you, oh, can you make me this food? You have to go collect the ingredients, put it together in the pot, and then you start building up your kitchen. And it's a cool game. It's a cute game. It's cozy. There's no real threats in the game so far. Maybe there will be. I don't know.
Maybe it's the guy trying to get your money.
Probably that is the real threat. It's just teaching people.
Shank you in your sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's teaching people the hard lessons of owning a business. But no, it's cute. It's a cute game. It's all pixelated art, so it's really well done though. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So and the music is charming. It's just a nice, relaxing game, and I'm enjoying that a lot. So I think those are the games that I've been playing.
I know what game you're missing.
What's that?
You streamed it last week.
Oh, which one? The one that create that weird game?
Yeah, where you have to like tug on.
Thank goodness you're here.
Yeah.
Did I talk about? I talked about that last week?
Talked about it last week because I was pretty excited about it. I thought it was a cool looking game.
Yeah. I have to go back to that
wasn't here last week. So.
That's true. Yeah. Thank goodness you're here is very fun. And it's very weird. You have to have just that British sense of humor. You have to like Monty Python to like this game. If you don't, you're not going to like this game because there's not much of a game to it. So it's more of just silliness, but it's fun. I think that's all the games I've been playing. Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, I did play some more that's right. I did play some more Star Wars Hunters, like your Overwatch, Phil. I'm just saying, like, that's my Overwatch. Star Wars Hunters is my Overwatch.
I don't know why you're getting defensive, man.
I'm just saying that's my Overwatch.
I was stretching my eyebrows.
The new season started, and you asked me last time what's the top thing. I didn't quite remember. Now I looked and saw. Mm-hmm. So it's the character that you can or that you get if you buy the season pass is like this robotic droid, this sentry droid that has shields. I think I mentioned this last time. Yep. And the top cosmetic if you get to level 100 is or maybe it's 50. No, I think it's level 50 is an Emperor's cloak. So you have the Emperor's cloak on. Yeah. So last night I hit level because I think it's level 50 is when you hit that. I hit level 22 last night on the season pass, and there's still 46 days to go. So I've been
plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time. But
plus it's on the cell phone, so you can take it with you.
Oh, can I show you one other thing? Phil, you're not going to like this, but that's okay. So I bought this. I'm very excited about this. So, because of going to PAX, I'm going to bring my Switch with me. Yes, I know, Phil. And so I bought this really nice. I like this thing a lot. It is I think the company's called, it's a Nitro deck from Cracked. And this is what it looks like.
Huh.
So it's the purple Nintendo N64 controller look to it, and it's nice and thick, bulky, so like you can put your hands around it.
That's half my problem with the Switch.
Yeah, I hate that so much. The ergonomics of it sucks, but this actually feels really, really good.
That's why I like the Steam Deck. It's bulky.
And this actually, I mean, it's a little bit smaller than a Steam Deck. This still is smaller, but it certainly is much more bulky. It makes it much more bulky, and it comes with a really nice case too. Like and then a case that holds 8 games. Comes with a strap. It comes with like a really nice corded charging cord. It was on sale, so that's why I bought it, because they came out with the second version or the second version of this. But the first versions were off They're normally 80 and they're on sale for 50, so I picked it up.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Does that fit the OLED?
It does.
Okay.
It fits both OLED and the regular.
Mike's looking it up right now. He's gonna buy it.
Roger, there's a ghost behind you. I saw
it. It kind of scared me. I was not expecting that. So anyway, that's the end of our show.
Even on a cliffhanger.
And I thought my show ending sucked. Anyways, that's the end of the show.
There's a ghost here, so I'm going to leave.
There's a ghost here. I have to go now. Before we go, I want to tell people how to get a hold of us. Trina, how can people find you on social media?
Trina Ballerina, Trina with 2 A's. You can find me on any socials with that. I have claimed that everywhere.
Nice. Very cool. And hopefully you had fun.
I did.
Oh, good. And you'll come back.
Just to make fun of you, yeah. I'm just kidding.
God, you hear the length of that pause there? There was some genuine contemplation.
Yeah, there was. Maybe. If I get an opportunity to make fun of you, sure. No, you're always welcome back. I would love to have you back on the show. Phil, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having.
Oh, wait, shoot. That's not what that order. Phil, how can people find you on social media?
I like it better the other way.
Okay.
I have changed my Twitter handle to thanks for having me at twitter.com. Also known as BNow23 on Twitter. That's all that really matters.
All right. And Mike, how can people find you on social media?
Pez Guy Mike.
Okay. And
I don't post.
Listeners, I do though. Listeners, you can follow me on Twitter at NintendoRod. You can follow Gamerheads Podcast at Gamerheads Pod. You can go to our website at gamerheadspodcast.com. You can go to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/gamerheadspodcast. But my stream was not working last night, so I need to get that fixed.
My brain wasn't working last night.
Yeah,
maybe someone needs to bring you a PC.
Yeah, I need a new PC maybe. But once I get that going, they'll be Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. All right, now Trina, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Of course.
Phil, thank you so much for joining us this week.
BNow23 at Twitter.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me.
And listeners, thank you so much for giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, leave us a review. We want to hear what you have to say about the show. Until next week, everyone, stay safe and game on. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
See ya.
Take care. Trina, say bye.
Bye.